is a
So chat, he gonna be breaking down exactly how Charlie got shot, bro, and how the sniper positioned itself, and just the different angles.
Talk about
Interesting
importance
stuff,
of free
man.
speech. I was a fan of Charlie Kirk, not because I agreed with everything he said, but because I'm a fan.
You lost me. Another video. No, I'm just playing.
Of anybody who has the bravery and courage to get up and say something that is uncomfortable, that's hard to hear, that everyone won't agree with, that some people will want to kill you over, and it finally caught up to him. So, first thing is I respect.
Chat. Now, before this happened, I didn't really know who Charlie Kirkland was, bro. I'm not gonna say I didn't really know. I had no idea who the man was, chat. My bad, G. My bad.
I don't agree with everything he said, but I respect him, and this is an important moment, and I think this is a turning point in our.
Have you ever wondered?
Damn, he just would have ad right off the
They
gate,
could
chat.
make money with a drone.
Oh.
This is a dark day for our state. It's
The importance of free speech. I was a fan of Charlie Kirk, not because I agreed with everything he said, but I respect him, and this is an important moment, and I think this is a turning point in our generation's story, really. So for me, I've just watched this play out over the past few hours, trying to piece together what's happening. Like, I'm most interested in.
Chat. The killer is still on the large, bro. So this was a hit, bro. Like, or dude was just good. Like,
Is
but
this
I'm just gonna
a
tell
lucky
that.
shot, or is this planned, intentional? That's kind of just what I'm interested in. As a prior Marine Corps Scout Sniper, Force Recon Marine, I'm interested in people who. It's painful to say, but I'm interested in the craft of killing.
What? Bruh. Did he just say he's interested in the craft of killing? I mean, well, being a sniper, he's probably like looking at it like, bro, this is some polished work. Like, is this just somebody up in a rifle? You know, a guy that goes to work every day and come home and just shoot in the yard? Or is this a trained professional?
Death. I'm interested in how people pull it off. I'm interested in modern day assassinations, and on one hand, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I imagine.
Yeah, this is wild, bro. Like JFK? Like, this where we at? These are times we
Charlie
in,
Kirk's
bro.
beautiful kids watching this, seeing their dad, and it just breaks my heart.
It's messed up.
This is what I do. So I just piece together all the
trying to
videos
work
I could
on
find in
audio
real
for
time
you,
as I
so.
kind of watched it unfold, and for myself, I'm trying to understand what the truth is, and so this is kind of how things unfolded in the past few hours. So the first videos I came across on Twitter was, of course, Charlie arriving, and this venue is huge, but already I saw, obviously the first video I saw was him getting shot.
Yeah, that was the first video I seen too. Whoa! Chat! Did you hear the snap?
Counting or not counting gang violence.
Chat, I don't know if I'm allowed to show that, bro. It ain't no blood, but viewer discretion.
My first thought is it's a single shot. It's well placed, not perfect, but well placed enough to be like, okay, that's not luck. We have to take a position. Is it luck or is it not luck? And one single well placed rifle shot in a venue like this, where a rifle is hard to get through, navigate, and to conceal, and for it to be well placed, it was effective. It did hit him. It did kill him ultimately, and they're still looking for the suspect. So that all tells me is it's not luck. And of course, the first suspect that they thought it was.
So Chad, this is a trained professional, man. He say it ain't no luck. He say somebody knew what they was doing.
Was this goofball?
Pant caught him with his pants around his ankles. What is going on?
But when I saw that, I was just like, there's no way, if we take the position that this is luck, or it's not luck, then there's no way this guy did it. He's a goofball, he's overweight, he's old, he was in the middle of the crowd. Where's the rifle? They're even saying, like, the police are saying, we don't know it's him. Like, you're damn right you don't know it's him. Where's the long rifle, you know, that would be impossible to conceal? And, you know, some people just will do anything for attention. And I think that's one thing that I just came to realize really quickly is, okay.
So do y'all think it was him? What? In the faux cheesy? We gonna
this guy, apparently this is him.
We're gonna move it around. Alright, so check it out, chat. Why would he just be like, that's me? Like how did they get to the point? We're gonna keep watching, chat.
You know, this is a lot of allegation, or like, I don't know the facts of everything. This is just what was presented on Twitter in real time, so could be wrong. But ultimately, the point is, I don't think that this guy, at the time, I was like, this guy is not the main suspect if this was in fact not a lucky shot. This was intentional.
Gang violence. Great.
And then secondly, that's
that shit would make somebody jump, bro.
That's a rifle shot overhead.
That's a body leaving the. Bro, they say that he didn't die till he got to the hospital. I don't believe that, bro. Like R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, but I don't believe that, bro. I think he left right then and there.
But the thing is that's interesting is that it's an open shot. It's not suppressed, and it sounds like it was shot in the open, like open space. It echoes the way it reverberates throughout this auditorium. It kind of, and I have a map right here. The auditorium kind of sinks down, and if it was a professional sniper, they would be inside a building, shooting from inside cover, and that would absorb a lot of that kind of reverberation. It would sound a little different. This shot sounds like it was shot like in an open field with unsuppressed rifle, about a .556 caliber, and so then there's this mixture of professionalism and unprofessionalism, which is the most interesting.
So chat, I gotta start the video every couple seconds, but he is finna show us worse. He would have shot it from.
The shooter is competent enough to get the shot. Of course, it wasn't.
If it was me, chat. If it was me, chat. I don't know. I'm not a killer.
Perfectly placed. It was well placed, but not perfectly placed. It got the job done. But if it was, you know, this is 200 yards. A 200-yard shot with a long rifle, you should be able to place that on a penny. You know, exactly where you want it. And it was low. So let's go back to the video and keep watching.
He did it. I think
he went for the ear. I think he went for the ear just like they did Donald Trump, man.
Videos of them carrying away the first suspect, and then we have the videos of them taking Charlie to the hospital. And then we'll come back to this because this is the venue shots. And so this is the old suspect. They take him away. You hear the police saying, "We don't know if it's him. We don't know if it's him." Let's hear that.
We don't know if it's him or not.
We don't know if it's him or not. You can hear the police. So they're kind of frustrated, but this guy just clearly wanted attention. Perhaps if this is some elaborate thing, he was paid off to get attention, but that would create too many rabbit trails. As soon as there's money involved, and people can follow money in bank accounts and payments, you're smoked. So, but who knows? I'm just thinking in real time. So then they get into this is the
Chad, what y'all think? Y'all think it was a paid hit? Or do y'all think, jump down in the comment section, let me know. I really want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think it was a paid hit? Or do y'all think he was just like a vigilante? Like he just didn't like him. He said something or
immediate reporting afterwards. And I was starting to listen because I'm trying to understand, okay, what are people on the ground saying about what they heard, what happened?
Do say they did hear.
It's a lot of Mormons in Utah, ain't it? Are Mormons Republican or Democratic? You tell me.
Just one shot.
Get down.
The
Get down.
guy. I don't think he did it. I
Parlay.
think they arrested the wrong
Get
guy.
down.
I think whoever did it was a good shooter.
So you got two clips that I found important. Was one, it was a single shot that no one heard two shots. So one single shot. That's a sign of competency.
A shooter.
When you heard the shot, did it sound like it was close, near to where he was speaking, or did it sound like it was coming from afar, maybe in the back of the crowd, or could you tell?
No, it sounded like it was the back of the crowd, which was pretty wild. I don't know though. It's like it must have been closer, but then again, it's like if it was that close, how did nobody else?
It's the telltale sign of a sniper. People are amazed about how accurate it was. It must have been close, but it sounded far. It is clearly far. I mean, if we go back to the shot
It cracked through the whole stadium, Chad.
over again,
It cracked through the whole stadium.
you can hear it come overhead, but it's close because the impact it follows the shot so closely. If it was a really long distance, you'd see Charlie, his head would whip back, he would collapse, and then you would hear the sound a second later. But this is close.
Not counting gang violence. Great.
Chad.
Immediately, it's bam. Oh, first his head jerks, which would make sense because the bullet is traveling faster than sound, so he would have no chance of hearing.
But it's crazy. Like, wouldn't you have seen it come out the back? Like, so it had to be a smaller caliber bullet, right?
Lights would go out, and then you would hear the sound, and that's exactly what happened.
Counting gang violence. Great.
His head jerks, and then you hear the sound, and then it hits an artery, which hits this artery right here. Immediately, just pints and pints of
common carotid artery.
Very, very, very low chance of survival. The thing that's interesting though is the bullet wound was, and I'm blurring it here, but the bullet wound is if it was a bigger round, even a .308, there would be, I think, a little more swelling, a little bit more like a vacuum implosion. When a big round enters a vacuum, it goes inside and sucks a bunch of air in, and then the air explodes and expands out, and there's a lot more trauma and swelling. But this round looks like a .556 type of a round, a smaller round, but enough to do a lot of trauma once it gets inside the body. But clearly it just severed the carotid artery on his left side, and the shot comes from the left. So that's another detail I'm looking for. So the shot is coming. They're in an auditorium, and it's a concave. So the shooter had to have been shooting at an elevated position downward, and somewhere a little off to the left side, because it hits the left side, but straight. We'll see earlier that there's not many places that the shooter could have been. If we try to angle it in a similar way, all these buildings right here were filled with people. These rooftops were filled with people. All this.
Chat. Now I know it's a lot of people that don't like Charlie Kirk, bro. So I gotta ask this question. Where would you shoot from, Chad? I don't know.
This courtyard area, the auditorium was completely filled with people. So there's no way someone's just going to be in the middle of a crowd and pull out a pistol and get one accurate shot like that. Luckily, because someone around them would bump them, and no professional would take that risk. And then if you're further away, you're looking. It has to be somewhere over here.
Like Chad, could you imagine what this dude had for breakfast? Like, bro, he woke up and was just. I don't know, bro. Like, how do you start your day knowing that you finna assassinate? Not a politician, but a activist. Say Utah don't like this. Is Utah a Democratic state or Republican state, Chad? Let me know. Jump down in the comment section.
But we do have a shot of the suspect the main suspect on a rooftop, so we'll get to that, and then try to line it up to see which building it was. So there's somebody on
Counting or not counting gang violence. Great.
So then after the first wave of commotion, a lot of people were speculating. I was listening in on a Twitter live. People were trying to confirm, did Charlie pass away? Was he still alive? What was his condition? And eventually he did pass away.
Bro, I said it ain't no way he made it to the hospital with the way that looked. He was gone there. I think I already said that.
And President Trump tweeted this out that he passed away, and that kind of confirmed it. And then there was reports that the suspect in custody, they let him go, or it wasn't really him. They got the wrong shooter, which was kind of obvious.
The best libs that
And then this other wave of video came out that I started downloading. And then now I'm more paying attention to the line of sight and the path of the bullet. So this is showing the kind of the depression that this auditorium is in. It goes down, and then the shooter would have to have been somewhere probably on this building is what I'm looking for.
over the last 10 years. Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Yeah, it just sounds like a sniper rifle.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Just awful.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
But look at his security. They jumped right to it. They was not scared. Charlie has some good security, man.
There's a picture I found. People are saying, or measuring the distance, and this is 500 feet.
Yeah.
Then this video comes out.
He'd already be in place?
You would think that.
Right
so
here.
there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying. He just ran from over, where's my finger?
In all black, looks like, appears to be.
Up. So there's somebody on the roof right there?
Apparently they saw him walking on
I
it.
think he'd already be in place?
You would think that. So there's somebody on the roof.
So these kids are, I think, suspecting that if this is a security sniper, that he should already be there, and this is kind of late for him to be arriving.
Just saying.
But of course, it's really hard for someone.
Chet. That's the killer right there.
Like this to suspect that this is actually an assassin. Like, it's the last thing you would think if you're not used to this kind of environment. Here's the best video we have to really show that, okay, this was what we think. Here you can see the shooter up here on the roof running.
Down.
And that must be this building right here. Let's see if we can.
So that's 1,000.
The teenagers must have been right over here. Filming the video.
That's some distance.
They're on this large sidewalk, this wide walking area, and then we got the 3 steps right here. Let's see if it lines up. Yeah, that's got to be it. So there's somewhere, he's filming us somewhere on this path, and then you have these 3 stages, and the shooter is somewhere up here. So that shooter knew what he was doing.
He knew the area, he knew where to go.
He knew where he was going, he knew what position he needed to be in to get the shot. This was planned to some extent. But it's just interesting that if I was the shooter, I would have been inside this building. I would have somehow found a way to shoot from inside this building. Who knows if it was...
But you can't shoot from... You still on a college campus, you're going to be loud, then you got to make your exit. And you got the parking lot all the way back there.
It's possible, but that would... Maybe it wasn't possible. But exposing yourself on as a silhouette walking on a rooftop all in black is a crazy amount of risk to take as a professional. I would never do it. So those are things that tell me that this is like an amateur, right? Professional enough to do it, but not professional enough to get away with it. And that's my current take on it. So of course I'm gonna be looking to see if they catch this individual, and I'm curious to know who was this person. But the suspect
I'm definitely curious to know who was it, Chad. Gotta know.
right now has changed to this person right here.
Huh?
We have this Twitter post I just seen. Again, this is not confirmed. This is speculation. That's why I'm blurring their face. But transgender.
Wait, what?
Same tags and clear threat. Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I hope someone evaporates him literally, so there's a death threat. And then later on, let's just say something big will happen tomorrow. So then that's a sign of intent and a sign of planning something. And sure enough, something big did happen. So, and I'll just say something about transgenderism. These past couple mass shootings have been transgenders, which is, it's not a woman becoming a man. It's always a man becoming a woman. I just find that interesting. And for me being a man, I know that men naturally, no matter what you do, I happen to believe in God. I happen to believe in two.
Chad, do you think a transgender transmission did this? I don't want to get canceled. A tarantula? Do you think that's who did this, Chad?
Genders, and that this is a mental issue. And one thing I'll say is, as a man, I know that only men have this kind of, I can't say only men, mostly men have this kind of aggression that will defend their ideals to the death and kill over their opinions. Women don't naturally have that kind of inclination to kill or be killed over their opinions. Women are more likely to kind of be susceptible and go with the flow of the culture and the community and the people around them. It's men that have that innate desire to kill or be killed over their opinions and ideals and principles. And so it's just interesting that all the transgenders happen to be, well, not all, but most of them happen to be, from my understanding.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do
Men who are trying to become women, but then decide.
Chad, I think it was a hit by the government.
They want to get in touch with their.
Conspiracy theory.
Shit.
But I think that's right.
So that's then we get into after the aftermath of them trying to find it.
Just east of the library. He's wearing jeans, black shirt, black mask, long rifle.
So then, this is police chatter. The police now realize that the main suspect is still on the go, and he's got a long rifle. That's kind of the main thing I was looking for. Is if this is a accurate rifle, then there's going to be a long rifle, and that's going to be hard to conceal. And there's no way that someone just in the crowd is just getting away with concealing a long rifle.
Bro, you take that rifle, you shoot it, and you leave it.
Okay.
So apparently they released the old guy.
And they're still looking for him. Do they think it's in? He left campus. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
In the backyard of a home right next to UVU campus.
This is someone from near the campus who's recording some kind of SWAT team or something who are patrolling and trying to find the suspect, and they're going through this person's backyard. So
Another suspect.
Kind of gives you, to me, the information I take away is that the guy's on the run and they're looking for him, but they haven't caught him, and so he has a chance of getting away at this point.
Live right up the
because
street.
they haven't caught him on the spot, and as the further, more time and distance that he gets away from the X, and the higher chance and odds he has of getting away with it. So that's it. I'm incredibly heartbroken. I really enjoyed seeing.
I mean, it took me for a loop, Chad. Even though I never seen him or knew who he was, it took me for a loop, Chad. But yeah, man. Seen her first, a sniper, bro. Literally broke it down, bro, of what happened. So yeah, it's crazy.